As winter wraps us in its chilly embrace, it's not just our wardrobes that need a change. Our hair care routine demands a special kind of attention too. You've probably heard the standard advice: moisturize, avoid heat styling, wear a hat. Let's go beyond the basics. Today, we're diving deep into the science of winter hair care, exploring advanced strategies to keep your strands thriving in the cold season. Much like animals that need to hibernate, your hair too deserves a seasonal shift in its care routine. That's where the hibernation method comes in. It's a comprehensive approach to mastering winter hair care for superior hair health. Hello, my name is Iman, where I document my journey to thicker hair using only natural methods. This is a no chemical free zone here. I have a bachelor's in mathematical sciences from the University of Bath. So I'm basically a statistical nerd and I really love to interpret data from scientific research, so you don't have to. Oh, and I'm obviously not blessed with good hair genes like certain hair YouTubers. So no BS here. Today we're gonna be covering the science of hair in winter, custom hydration solutions based on your hair type and porosity, and of course, the hibernation method, which is a targeted approach to winter hair care. First up, let's dive into the science of hair in winter. Hair isn't just a passive player in the changing seasons. In winter, the dry, cold air can cause the hair cuticle to lift and lose moisture, leading to brittleness and breakage. The scalp too also reacts differently as it adapts to the cold, often becoming drier and more prone to flaking. The cold air can reduce the production of natural oils, which is sebum production. For my oily scalp girlies, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing for you guys. And it's not just the outside that's the problem. The dry indoor heating inside during winter can cause static electricity in the hair. This is because the air is less humid and tends to hold more static charge, leading to flyaways and frizziness. When I turn on the heating, my hair gets really dry. It could literally be its own weather forecast. Today's forecast: 90% chance of static with a touch of frizz. So another thing is that some studies suggest that hair actually stops growing in winter. So the anagen phase, which is the growth phase of the hair, slows down due to lack of sunlight and vitamin D, as well as hormonal balances that are influenced by the amount of daylight that you get. So some studies suggest that melatonin might also play a role in hair growth and hair loss. During winter, it's not only cold, but shorter daylight hours. You know when you leave work and it's like 5 p.m. and it's so dark? That actually affects our melatonin levels, which could potentially influence hair growth cycles. The cold weather also impacts blood circulation, especially in extremities and possibly in the scalp as well. Reduced blood flow means that less nourishment is getting to your hair follicles, and that could be impacting hair growth. I'm booking you and me a one-way flight to Barbados, baby. It seems like that at this rate. Next, custom hydration solutions. So understanding your hair's porosity is key to effective winter care. To find out yours, all you'll need is a glass of water at room temperature and a strand of your hair plucked from the base of your scalp. Make sure that your hair is clean, you don't want any product on it. Then you want to place the strand gently, drop it, don't push it, into the water and watch it for a few minutes. So now you've done that, let's interpret the results. If it floats, if the hair strand is floating on the surface for a while before it sinks, it suggests low porosity. So low porosity means that the hair has cuticles that are tightly packed and lay flat, making it difficult for moisture to penetrate, but once it's absorbed, it retains moisture well. If the strand sinks slowly, it is a sign of medium or normal porosity. So this hair type has a looser cuticle layer, allowing for a balanced moisture absorption and retention. If the strand immediately sinks to the bottom, it indicates high porosity. So high porosity hair has gaps and holes in the cuticle, and it lets all the moisture in quickly, but it also just loses it just as fast. So some considerations. So the water test is a basic assessment. It might not be completely accurate, and hair porosity is also affected by other factors like hair health, chemical treatments, and environmental damage.
Multiple tests are probably needed since hair porosity can vary across different parts of your head. You might want to repeat this test with strands from a few different areas. So if you have low porosity hair, needs lightweight hydrating products that won't weigh it down. High porosity benefits from heavier creams, butters and oils to seal in the moisture, but don't stop there. It's really important to also know your hair type as well. Like I said, we're going in deep. So type 1 is straight hair. You have no natural curl. I'm sorry for your loss, but the good news is it's hard to damage it. Lightweight sprays, milks and leave-ins that don't weigh the hair down. If you have high porosity, then regular deep conditioning treatments to maintain the moisture balance. Type 2, this is wavy hair. S-shaped waves mixed with normal to coarse textures. It's more likely to frizz than type 1. Lightweight leave-ins, mousses and gels that add moisture without residue. Now for the third, type 3. I probably am in between type 2 and type 3, but this is curly hair. So clearly defined, springy curls that may form into beautiful ringlets. This type is prone to dryness and frizz. Water-based products and lightweight oils like argan or grapeseed oil for the high porosity girlies, rich heavy butters and creams, regular deep conditioning and protein treatments to manage moisture retention and repair damage. You have type 4, which is coily / kinky. This is tight curls or kinks. Hair often is very fragile with high density. This type is the driest and most prone to breakage. 4A is soft defined curls. 4B, Z-shaped curls with a fluffy cotton-like appearance. Regular deep conditioning and protein treatments are needed. 4C, similar to 4B, but with less visible or maybe no defined curl pattern. I actually had a friend, her name was Jenny. She thought she had type 1 hair and she would complain all the time about how unmanageable her hair was, always frizzy. But then one day she stumbled on the realization that actually her hair wasn't frizzy, it was just curly. And I can super relate to this. Your hair isn't dry and frizzy, it's just type 3. So now the key here is layering your products correctly. You want to start with water-based leave-in, follow with a cream and seal. That is the lock method. Seal the cuticle with oil like the Super Roots oil. This lock method is really helpful. Now, for the pièce de la résistance, the hibernation method. So the hibernation hair method is designed to tackle those all too common winter hair issues. Think breakage, dry scalp, dullness. It's a strategic, proactive approach that will change the way you handle hair care during the colder months. The method consists of 4 simple steps: scalp revival, intensive moisture therapy plus lock-in, structural reinforcement and nutrition. And the pillar running through all of these steps is, yes, it's going into hibernation. So no heat styling. I know, I'm sorry, please don't kill me. Step 1, we start at the base, your scalp. It's like hitting the reset button, waking up your scalp like, cuckoo, anyone home? So you want to counteract how winter stalls hair growth and dries your scalp, like the deserts. We're going to exfoliate gently with a soft brush or a scalp rescue massage brush like the one from Bia, or homemade scrubs or clarifying shampoos or salicylic acid. Really want to experiment to see which one works for you, and you should be doing this at least once a week. Step 2, intensive moisture therapy and hydration. Think of it as a thirst quenching mega moisturizing drink for your hair, followed by a lock-in move to seal that moisture deep within the hair. This involves steam conditioning, using a hair steamer to open up the hair cuticle for deep conditioning. For those without a steamer, you can try the baggying method, which just means applying conditioner in your hair and covering your hair with a shower cap, a hot towel, the cling film, and then a hat on top. If you have like one of those steamers just to steam your hair. I've actually bought a hair steamer from Amazon. I'm still waiting for it to come, but if you want me to do a review of it, make sure to subscribe because that video is coming up. I normally just use the baggying method because it's the easiest, but add your favorite hair oil, the Super Roots hair oil, to this method for the strands and scalp. I obviously use the Super Roots oil. Next, step 3, structural reinforcement. So DIY masks are a must. This one is super hydrating and helps to reinforce the structure of the strands. Since hair is primarily made of protein, like keratin, protein treatments can help repair and strengthen the hair shaft. Products with keratin, collagen, or silk amino acids are really beneficial. So check this out. You will need 1 ripe banana for elasticity. Bananas are rich in potassium, natural oils, carbohydrates, and vitamins, all of which help softening the hair and protects its natural elasticity. This prevents breakage and split ends, and it contributes to stronger hair. 2 tablespoons of honey. It's a natural humectant, meaning it attracts and retains moisture. This is crucial in winter when hair tends to lose moisture quickly, and it prevents from becoming dry and brittle. Its antioxidant properties also contribute to a healthy scalp, promoting stronger hair growth. You'll need 2 tablespoons of the superroots oil, or an oil of your choice. This one has a blend of 17 organic cold pressed oils rich in nutrients that penetrate deep into the hair shaft, providing nourishment. It also helps to repair damage and strengthen hair. You'll want half an avocado. Avocados are loaded with vitamins A, D, E, and B6, along with proteins, amino acids, magnesium, folic acid, gosh, the list goes on, and healthy fats. These nutrients are essential for hair growth. You wanna mash the banana and avocado until smooth. You don't want any lumps in there. Mix in the honey and the oil thoroughly. Add your coconut milk for extra creaminess and hydration, and apply the mask to your hair, focusing on the ends, and cover with a shower cap and leave it on for 30 to 45 minutes. Rinse out with your sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. This mask is perfect for nourishing and hydrating dry, brittle hair. The banana and honey are natural moisturizers, while the superroots oil adds a blend of vitamins and nutrients essential for healthy hair. So using these treatments, you want to use them sparingly to avoid protein overload, which can make hair brittle. Again, everyone is unique. You see what works for you. Now, step 4, hibernation nutrition. So probably the most important one of all. You know those cute snowy animals that need to eat a lot and store it for the winter? Well, that's going to be us. We have to feed our hair from the inside. So hair is primarily made of a protein called keratin, and consuming adequate protein is vital for strong, healthy hair. So you want to include lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products, legumes, and nuts. I'd recommend drinking this super hair growth smoothie. It's my own concoction based on the knowledge of hair structure and the building blocks it needs to grow strong and healthy, so it can fight off any cold. I will list the ingredients in the description. Now, here's the kicker. The core of this whole method is embracing hair hibernation. That means we're taking a break from heat styling. I know, please. All right, you done. Let your hair rest or recover and regain its natural beauty. So remember, no heat, give your hair a break. That's leaving your hair to air dry, drying on a low temperature, using heatless curls, and using the curly girl method for all my type 2, 3, and 4 girls, or just cutting down on how much you straighten your hair. If you've liked this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out my How to Beat Hair Loss playlist next.